I just clicked it.
Fire it up, let's get loud. CNC's running, we're shop class proud. Gold digger spinning, chips take flight. Cutting clean, cutting mean, looking real nice. Stack 'em high, no more sanding, just cut and fly. Got the bits, got the files, got the gear. CIC Workshop, we're built right here. Yay! Load it up, press that go. Watch it cut, watch it flow. Shapes and signs, trays and more. We're making magic on the shop room floor. Her cutting it close, let's have some fun. No stress, no mess, just get it done. Bits are sharp and mix is strong. Grab your gear, let's cut all night long. Spin that bit, watch it fly. Smooth as butter, ain't gotta try. Live streams on, now that's elite. Cut fast, cut deep, stay sharp, stay bold. Welcome to the stream, let the projects unfold.
We have too many. We'll see. Am I live? 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, guys, we are live, but we are also having some technical difficulties, so bear with us. I think it crashed for whatever reason. So yeah, we are figuring it out like always, good old-fashioned woodworking style. So just bear with us. Right now we're vertical as well, Steve. So
Yeah, I think we're both.
I don't know. So we're going to figure this out, guys. We're definitely going to draw someone tonight, and we're going to just keep going at it. Don't know any other way to do it except live. That's the problems with the live stream. So bear with us real quick, and we're going to figure it out.
It's like a certain number of people can enter it.
Yeah, look how many. Oh, you invited everybody to the live stream.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can't do that.
Oh, was I not supposed to do that?
No, you put the link to the live stream to the back end, Steven. Yeah, you got to delete all that.
Oh.
Delete that comment. You gave the link to the StreamYard, not to YouTube.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Jesus. I'm crazy. Okay.
So, yeah, we got to take all that down.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, we got to delete that comment.
Okay.
That's awful.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah. Bad.
My bad, guys. Getting it figured out. Yeah, start deleting those people.
Charlie. Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Ugh, what a nightmare right now.
Slack audio. Oh yeah, we'll go Slack.
We're going to figure this out, guys. Bear with us.
That's my fault, yeah.
So we just need to create a whole new live stream real quick?
Oh no, as long as it's the
But yeah, I'm just vertical on here. That's what I'm curious of. Yeah, we're going well, guys. We're doing good. Just trying to figure all this whole live stream stuff out, man. They make it so difficult. And it shouldn't be so difficult. Getting them all kicked out there, Steve.
yeah, hold it, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. There's 2 live streams yet. Yeah, this is just. Oh, here we go. So we need to kick that other live stream out. Let's see what we can do with this. This is a lot more complicated than it seems, guys. Just want to throw that out there. Some people make it look easy. We are the ones that don't make it look easy. We prefer it to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to delete that one. All right, we have a singular live stream now. All right, we should be good. We have one singular live stream. Steve, do you see it?
Yeah.
Can you hear me on YouTube, everybody? Getting it figured out, baby. Let me double check.
I'm still just kicking people.
Whew.
They keep coming in. Oh shit. Okay. So I see what's going on. So when I keep kicking people, like the queue went up, so that's why people keep coming back in. But
Okay.
it's almost.
Hey Steve, do we send out the StreamYard link and not the?
I did.
YouTube
Yeah.
link?
No. I fucked up. That was me.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're live, so just let you know.
All right. All right. Now we're good. Okay. Yeah, we're live. Good. Charlie, as long as you can send people. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go down the shop and give you all a little tour while we figure out all these technical difficulties. Steven, if I'm not live there yet on the phone. So here's what we got, guys. While we kick people out of the studio till I can join with my phone, how this is going to work is we're going to figure this out. And ask any questions you want. I will try to answer them as they come in, and it's gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be good. You know what? Here, it's time for this. Yeah, we all need a drink now. There we go. Well, this was gonna be pretty quick. Let's see. Got people getting the message. As long as people are getting the message.
Yeah. Just put the new link in there.
Hey, look, we got Peter here with us.
Good there.
Yep, and cheers, sir.
Boy,
Cheers.
what a build up. What a build up than a flop. Hey, Peter, we're gonna kick you out, bud, but I appreciate you being here on the live. I love it. As soon as
You may add-
let
you
me
may add
in,
Lynn?
Steve.
Lynn
Give
can.
me- there we go. Let's do it, baby. I'm going. No, I got. I'll hold my phone. You enter me on the stage real quick. We'll give a tour.
Got it.
Boom. All right. We live on my phone.
Yeah. We're good. Yes. We're good. Yes.
All right. Can you hear me? Let me do that. Let's do that. All right, guys. So I'm going to give you all a quick little tour of the shop while we are getting the rest of those technical difficulties fixed out and all those people start hopping in. So, yeah, not always smooth. But we do have a couple cool things going on in the shop that I want to, I guess, show y'all guys. Because, yeah, we're pretty busy. Pretty busy. Hey, Steve, could you make this screen bigger? Or Charlie? One of y'all make this screen big real quick. There we go. So this is actually some footballs we're engraving right now for a subscriber. So this is a football that we're engraving right now, and the jig is actually made out of Legos. So that jig right there, 100% made out of Legos. And what's cool about it, can I move it? So what's cool about it is
It does all the positioning for us. So it's really cool. And if you need like certain pieces, you can just, you know, and so this thing is built to prop up the football like so. And like that. Boom. And then when you need to redo it, you just take out that module, boom, flip it 180, and now we can engrave the other side on our laser. So that's a cool little jig. So if you ever do a lot of laser work, get you a thing of Legos, and you could have a time. So pretty cool stuff there. And what's really cool is like when you're done and this jig is really good, just super glue everything, and then it doesn't come apart. Yeah, and it's a reason to play with Legos, which is also good. And this is my wife. Hi. And we're running it right here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw you get the center.
Yeah, it will burn the Lego. Don't worry. Let's see, just to show y'all, it's so cool the way it works. So boom, get you a little live lasering with our Lego jig. 2:20 a.m. Chris, you are crazy, man. So boom. So there is always a way, guys. Always a way. And you can still be a kid while you're doing it. Eagles, I'm guessing? Yep, Eagles logo. Yep. So, pretty cool. Just wanted to show you all that. Really. And what's cool also about the Legos is like, if you ever need to move it, all of these are certain distances, right? I believe, I forgot how many, it's like 1.76 centimeters or something like that. And so you can actually make the grid pattern on Aspire or VCar Pro or Carbide Create, and then actually like formulate the jig and do it. So pretty cool. And so that's how we're engraving this football with curves on the laser. So there we go. And once again, Sean's a huge subscriber. Yep, lives close and came on by. Next thing I wanted to show y'all guys. One test football. Only one test football. So here's another jig I just made the other day. So this is on the old Laguna IQ right here. And what's cool about it is we sell these ingrain cutting boards, but sometimes we put a juice groove and sometimes we don't, right? And so now, whenever we want to put a juice groove, we'll just put this cutting board here, you know, put the cam clamp down, and it's clamped, right? But then whenever we want a bigger cutting board, because we offer two different sizes, we can take this, take that, and move our CNC out of the way. So boom, and then we can latch that down like that. And so now you got a little modular, modular cutting board hold down jig for the juice grooves. So pretty cool little jig there. And then Brandon, you hold the camera. So my brother's gonna hold the camera now and just follow me around. I know a lot of y'all guys have seen this. And by the way, guys, if you're just now joining, we had technical difficulties and speech difficulties. And so I'm giving a shop tour while everybody kind of collects. And so around 7:20 is when we plan on doing the first drawing. And then by 7:30, 7:35, we'll have the Shapeoko drawn. So y'all guys can go to bed. I do plan on doing more live streams in the future. I think any of them can go better than how this one started. So right here, this is our new and improved inlay press, or not inlay press, block press, giant block press jig. We did different threaded, so we did Acme screws on it instead of regular screws. And so now you can just take, you know, we got this impact right here set up. Oh, it's already 7:20. 7:30 we'll draw, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know it took that long on the mistake there. So, boom. Oh, wrong guy. Wrong one. So, how it works, right? And now we can just take that, press it, not press it. That one didn't seem like it was tight, did it? But yeah. So that's how that big inlay press works. Pretty dang cool. And then over here, this is another thing that somebody was giving a tour the other day to somebody in the shop, and they thought this was one of the funniest / coolest things. So right here, we actually tied all of our calipers to all of our machines that need a caliper, because these kept on getting lost. They kept falling off. They kept, the batteries kept popping out of them. So each machine has a tied caliper to it, just with some fishing string, and this one's retractable because it needs to set right here. But yeah, you would never imagine how many calipers you lose in an industrial shop. So like this one has some 10-pound test tied to it, but yeah, so pretty cool thing there. And then in the back over here, once again, we're just trying to let everybody trickle in. Got some 8/4 walnut right there, if you want to show that, Brandon. Got some nice 8/4 walnut. We just got in some yellow heart right here. So we have in some yellow heart, some Paduke right there, some 8/4 Paduke. And then I don't know if y'all guys have seen my post, but we got in an 18-wheeler load of walnut and maple the other day. That load cost us almost 6 figures, right? And this is all we have left, this one bundle right here. So in about 2 weeks, we went through 11,000 board foot of wood in this shop. So it's pretty insane. Like that's just the glue ups from today right here. So these are all going to make in-grain cutting boards. We got some panels, some crazy. Some of y'all are pretty crazy and like a lot of entries. And so we have been shelling out maple panels left and right. But yeah, so all this is going to be in-grain cutting board kits for y'all guys and piggy banks, all that good stuff. So that's one day of glue ups. We're getting the tote. Any good questions coming in, Brian? What glue do you use on Paduke? Oh, so Paduke's interesting. So what we do with Paduke, so before we glue it, we actually wipe it down with acetone. Yeah. So we wipe every single picket of Paduke before we glue it. We wipe it down with acetone just in case that oil gets on it or it has that oil emitting from it. And then we glue it up. And then after we plane it down and make it into a panel, we'll wipe that whole panel down with acetone again, and then re-glue it up. And we haven't had any problems. So. Oh, new sliding table saw. I'll show them that real quick. Any good questions right there? So we got a new sliding table saw in as well. So this thing is pretty massive. So we're cutting all our panels up right here, all our BAMX panels, our color core, all that. All get cut up right here. Pretty cool little thing there. Yep. And then obviously a lot of in-grain cutting board kits right here coming at y'all. These are all those male inlay plugs. And so if you haven't heard about them yet, you probably haven't watched the YouTube channel. We talk about them a lot. Oh, spotted sycamore ones are coming out soon, guys. So if you haven't, we do these special spotted sycamore ones every now and then. We do got this many. They're going to launch here in the next probably 2 weeks or so, 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. Did you get your saw used or new? Oh, so I got this used. I bought it for $6,000 used. It's a 97 Altendorf. So this is 97 Altendorf F45 standard. They don't make them like this anymore. It's used. The guy that we bought it from had it in the air conditioning for like the last 10 years. It enjoyed its table saw life. And then we got it and been running it 4 hours a day. And it works great, but it's pretty cool. Nothing really too crazy about it, except we don't have to hold sheets, right? So this thing will go way down here. and then this giant slide will come all the way over here. So pretty cool there. Be sure to hold the camera, Brandon, because it gets a little glitchy. Not steady. All right. And then other than that, I mean, all these panels are going to go out. They'll all get cut out. So this is a whole bunch of different products we got going on here. We got hopefully a cat or two that'll try to catch a mouse or two. Yeah, so hopefully we try to catch a mouse or two here during the wintertime. And the last thing, I guess, would be the dip room, which is pretty empty. So, yeah, nothing really crazy in here. Yeah, pretty empty of product. You know, here's those spalted sycamore cutting boards once they get dipped. So they look super nice, super cool. All right. Hopefully we have all the technical difficulties figured out, and my team has got them all done. But we shipped out today around 500 orders, something like that, around 500 orders, whether it's piggy banks or cutting boards from our Etsy page or our website, or then, you know, color core or kits and stuff like that to y'all guys. So there's a lot of product going out, and as you see, we're not that sophisticated. It's Legos and hopes and wishes and technical difficulties, but we're getting it done. We're getting it done. So let me hold my phone back, but yeah, so I'm gonna go up to the office. That way we can get this dang giveaway started and start drawing names and getting y'all taken care of, and I can answer any questions whenever I get up there. But I do plan on doing more of these in the future, guys. So this ain't the only one. We're just busy. I mean, we're just busy as you can possibly get in the shop. So it's just hard to make time for this. I mean, I do a CIC Academy live stream every Wednesday night. I got to see my kids sometimes. So, all right. And then we'll take this one down, Steve. And switch it on over. Beautiful.
All right. We are live. We're good.
Yeah, you're on that mic now.
All right. Awesome. Whew. What a day, guys. What a day. Let me see if I can see the YouTube live chat real quick. And then we'll get drawn. Okay, we got 540 people live. By the way, guys, I'm drinking some Wild Turkey 70th year anniversary, or Jimmy Russell's 70th year anniversary, 8-year. If any of y'all care about that, it's good stuff. Any good questions popping in here, Steve? This one to you as well. Image much better now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to do what we can here. All right. Awesome. So Charlie, just give me a thumbs up real quick. So Charlie's behind the scenes. If the giveaway entries have ended, are they done? Completely ended? No more times to enter? And by the way, yeah, somebody said, give us some likes here. This brown time brown color core. How do you enter? Too late. We'll see. We'll see what Charlie can do. Might be too late. But while we're waiting, I'm going to introduce our guest today. So our guest today is Winston Moy, and I brought him along because he's huge with Carbide 3D, works with them, been working on the Shapeoko 5.1, which is the one we will be drawing for today. And so he's going to come in, he's going to announce the Shapeoko whenever we draw for it. And hopefully, you know, if I can give 530 something of them away, if Winston would let me, I would. But he says we can only give away one tonight. So, yeah, let's bring on Winston. All right. Welcome, Winston. How was the technical difficulties of trying to get backstage, man?
You know what? Watching that reminded me of why I hated doing live streams back in the day. Like, I totally sympathize with that gut-wrenching feeling of like, oh no, the stream is down, the stream isn't working. I felt that in my heart. Yeah. So, yeah, that was definitely blood pressure raising, but glad we got everything worked out, and thanks for having me.
Oh man, it's great to have you. Yeah, it's not like we spent almost a month building up to this point to only crash right when it's supposed to go live. You know, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. So this bottle is still full currently. We'll see you later. So Winston, what's been going on behind the scenes over there? And I'm not going to say if you have any new products or anything like that, but what's been going on with Shapeoko in the last year, man?
Well, I mean, we've been doing a lot of listening, doing a lot of testing on our own, and it's been clear that the direction that people want to go is to have more flexibility. And so that's here. This is why we've got the Shapeoko 5.1. So we were, like, some people were asking, like, how do I do joinery? How do I do this or that? And after we came out with the HDM version 3, where we had holes mounted on the front of the tube, we were like, hey, we should do that for the Shapeoko as well. And so that was the big change that we brought over for the Shapeoko 5.1. It makes the structure way more solid. Let me bring you one of the extrusions that we had from the original machine, and you can compare. So this is the original tube that went under the Shapeoko.
Okay.
And you can compare it to the new tube that we have, how beefier it is, which adds a lot to the rigidity and gives us that wonderful real estate so that we can do vertical work holding. So that makes gantry shift a lot more powerful. Because prior to that, we were wondering, like, do we need to make some kind of 90-degree jig or this or that? And it turns out, if you make the machine sturdier, you also make it more versatile. And so that was just a great byproduct of just trying to make a better product. So that worked out really well, and we're excited for more people to get to know this. So we tried to make the changes backwards compatible. So in a couple weeks, we'll be releasing a retrofit kit. So if you have an old Shapeoko, it's still totally fine. If you're happy with the machine, you don't need to do anything. But if you want just a little extra rigidity and that extra flexibility of being able to bolt things to the front of your machine, you could do that. Okay.
Yeah, and one thing I want to credit, and guys, we're about to do the very first drawing here after I get done with my spill. So one thing I credit Shapeoko for is they're listening, right? And they're changing it up. They're beefing up their machine. They're staying. You know, it takes a little bit, right? Because it's a big technical product. But I've been looking at the 5.1, and that's what they're stepping towards. And I know they have other things up their sleeve, most likely, because that's the company they are. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I do want to give a little, a little shout out there. So how we're going to do this, guys, we're going to do 3 different drawings. So we're going to give away the bits first, and then we'll wait a couple more minutes just because I'm padding out time. Why not? And then we'll give away the 100 board foot of walnut, and I'll explain how that's going to work. And then we'll give away the Shapeoko 5 Pro, and I'll have Winston introduce that and let you know exactly what you can win. Now, for those of you who cannot enter, have not entered, this is our first big giveaway we've ever done. As CIC Workshop grows, as Cutting It Close grows, we will do more of these because our goal is to get more people using their CNC, right? And you kind of have to have a CNC to use one. And so we'll be doing a ton of these in the future. And we kind of sucked on this giveaway. We didn't know how to promote it, didn't know how to talk about it, didn't know how to do a live stream. But you will see the evolution of this, and it will grow just like we're going to grow, and just like all of y'all are going to figure stuff out as well. So just keep that in mind. So Charlie said we are good to draw. And so the very first drawing is going to be for 20 CNC bits. Now, you can win multiple times. So if you win once, if you're an anomaly, you could technically win all 3. I would also go buy a lottery ticket after you leave this. So very first one is going to be 20 CNC bits of your choosing from CIC Workshop. With the one caveat that all 20 can't be the most expensive bit I have, because that would really suck. But other than that, you can pick whatever 20 bits you need. We'll ship it to you. no problem. And yeah, it's going to be whatever value you want. Just don't pick all 20. Do 19 of the most expensive and then do one cheap one, whatever. So that's going to be the first drawing. 20 bits of your choice. Let's go, Charlie. Let's do it. Ryan Park, a man after my own heart. Congratulations, Ryan. Let's see. I may actually have your number. I can. We'll see. I'll give you a call. I mean, you did enter, and we should have your email. You'll be getting spammed by us very soon. Just kidding. I don't do too many emails like that. So congratulations, Ryan. 20 CNC bits. And if Ryan, if you're on here, say it's me, it's me, it's me. That would be awesome. Congrats, man. This is nuts. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on here. Don't forget to give us a like, guys. Like I said, we're going to be doing more live streams, more big, massive giveaways like this. And yeah, I'm just excited. So if you haven't seen any of our kits of the month right here, like this is our Maze game. So this is our August kit of the month right here. I know a lot of y'all guys have had this kit. So if you have had any of our kits of the month, whether it's the Maze game right here, whether it is our newest kit of the month, which is that game night set right there, which is super cool. That one is doing really well for y'all guys. It's pretty easy to cut out. Or inlay starter set, all that good stuff. Let me know if y'all got that. Yeah, CNCs get expensive. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Yep, they're nice. Hey, Charlie, could we click the comments and make them pop up big on the screen as we talk about it? Or maybe Steve can. Let's see what we got. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See if you do that, you can click them on the right side. Yeah, it pops onto the screen. There we go. So congratulations there. So Winston, we got a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Is Carbide 3D going to start putting out more YouTube content? Click on that.
The answer is yes. We're working on a couple different videos right now. It's just that I'm currently wearing a lot of hats, and between working on product testing and everything else, we got to try and balance this. But it is something. So I'm actually hoping to have a video out in a couple days, just on kind of some maintenance and stuff for the machine. And I got some material projects, trying to bring back we sort of had a thing called Material Monday, where it's just each Monday, just a different thing, kind of like Will It Blend. And so I'm working on this stuff, which is aluminum composite material, die bond. It's a really thin sheet of aluminum sandwiched with HDPE and some more aluminum. So it's a pretty sturdy material, but it cuts super easily. So I'm going to have a video coming out about how to do that, and we'll see where we go from there. For people who couldn't see, that's ACM. So it's like 1 millimeter of aluminum, and then HDPE core. Everything's bonded together, super strong, weather resistant. You can use it for a lot of architectural cladding, signs, kind of like the two-tone HDPE, just more sturdy and structural. So have a video coming out about that soon, and then I got some ideas for bigger projects. What is the Black Friday sale? So I don't have the official details yet, but I believe it should be going live as soon as next Monday. So stay tuned. You'll have details very soon. Let's see. 3D printing on the rise. I mean, so I do a lot of 3D printing on the side, and I don't publicize it a lot. So actually, like, there's just lots of little tools and jigs that you can just come up, and that's why Carbide 3D has a 3D print library. We don't move as fast as like people who just make something shared on like Thingiverse or Printables or something, but like we're using it all the time. And an example is this not official holder for the power pendant. because we've got some steel structure on the machine, I printed out something with magnets to hold the power e-stop pendant, just to stick it to the machine. So I mean, we're playing with stuff like this all the time. Also, by the way, this might just be kind of a special extra for the live stream, but the 5.1, part of the other additional benefit of having a beefier structure is now the structure has enough surface area for us to bolt on a leg kit. So that is an extra accessory that will be coming out pretty soon. So yeah, 3D printing helps us out in our design process, and there's also a lot going on. Did we have another question that popped up? Ooh, that I'm not an expert on. So different, I personally only printed with like PETG, ABS, PLA. You should probably do some ChatGPT research just to see what materials can be ironed well. So that's when your 3D printer will kind of just run the nozzle over the top of the material and it can kind of smooth it out. Some materials don't take that well. PETG is one of them, but other materials like PLA can be ironed and have a really smooth surface that almost looks as good as the bottom. So you just have to do a little trial and error and a little bit of research.
Charlie, are we ready to go for the giveaway number 2? And as these come in, so somebody asked if we're going to be asking making panels in oak. I can. If I have enough requests for it, I will definitely do some oak glued up panels. Yeah. White oak, I'm guessing. We can do them in red oak all day long, baby. If we need white oak, we can do that as well.
Okay.
So, all right. And then somebody asked me as well if we're doing any Black Friday sales. We're going to have, it's not going to be a massive one. Like our margins on our wood stuff, really our margins anywhere are not that big. I mean, like you saw how we did it. Like we get in walnut, we glue it up. We, cutting board has to get glued up the same way, right? So it's not going to be anything super massive. We run off of volume. And so, the biggest thing, oh, my screen went black. We'll make do. So the biggest thing is just, trying to get enough of y'all guys buying it where, oh my gosh, this screen's black again. There we go. Trying to get enough of y'all guys buying it to where, trying to get enough of y'all guys buying it so we can make it cheap enough and whatnot, right? So, yeah. So not a huge Black Friday sale. It'll be a small one. All right, Charlie, let's draw the winner of the 100 board foot of walnut. So how this is going to work for the walnut is if you are close enough, I will hand deliver it to you. But if you're in the middle of Wisconsin or the middle of, New Jersey, what we're going to do is we're going to find a local distributor there or a sawmill of your choice, and we will deliver you 100 board foot of walnut. If you wanted panels from us, glued up panels, we're going to do that. If you want boards, you want 4/4, 6/4, 8/4, you want live edge, does not matter. No walnut burl. That would be way too expensive. But yeah, so it's 100 board foot of walnut of your choice, whatever thickness, whatever size. If you're close enough, I'm going to drop it off to you. If not, we're going to find a way to get it to you. Let's do it, Charlie. PSalm 05. Boy, good name. PSalm 05 won 100 board foot of walnut. I would love to see where they live. Charlie, see if we can get where they live real quick. So congratulations, PSalm. That's just weird to say. PSalm 05. Congratulations. That is massive. If you're in here, say it's me, it's me. By the way, this is super cool, guys. I mean, this is a massive live stream, and really appreciate everybody that's here. Could be Psalms 105. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I really do appreciate everybody watching. You know, we're working hard behind the scenes, you know, trying to make CNC easier for everybody. I mean, I haven't worked less than a 80-hour week all year, right? Now, I live right behind it, so I get to see my boy, get to see my wife, but my mom, my dad are all working in the business, my brothers, my cousins. So, yeah, we all work a lot. So it's been, man. Guys, I'm going to nail this live stream one day. All right. Whew, what a doozy.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was. Yeah. So it's been pretty cool. You know, just trying to make all this and bring this all to you. We have some cool products up our sleeves. And I actually want to show y'all one of the things that we've been working on real quick. So I'm going to go over to my computer and let me share. I can share my screen real quick. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show y'all something that Charlie's been working on behind the scenes. And it's been pretty good. So let me see if I can get over to it without showing everything. Here we go. So what this is a feed rate calculator. I'm big on the screen. All right, beautiful. And so this is going to come out, guys, in about a month. So this is going to come out in about a month for y'all guys. And what this is you're going to be able to select any, you know, whatever size spindle, and this is why it's not done yet. We're going to have 4 sizes of spindles. So we're going to have a router, a small spindle, a large spindle, and then an industrial spindle. So anything over 4 horsepower. Okay. And this is going to be available to the public. We're not going to safeguard it. We're not going to put a membership behind it. We're not going to charge you for it. We're not going to do any of that stuff. You know, my goal is to sell y'all bits and materials so y'all make more with y'all CNC. That's it. I'm not trying to sell y'all software. So how this works is, let's say you have a router on your Shapeoko 3, whatever, and you're cutting into hard plastic. So you have a single flute, 1/8 inch bit, and it's going to spit out your inches per minute you need to run it at. And then you have this bar down here where you can be aggressive or not aggressive. Now, why this bar is here is because each CNC is different. And so if your CNC, let's say it's, I don't know, let's say it really sucks. I don't know. Let's just say your CNC really sucks. Well, then you have to go down on the aggressiveness. But let's say your CNC is awesome, but it still has a trim router on it, but it's like super rigid. Then you can go more aggressive. And so it's just really cool being able to go in between all of these different things. So let's say we're cutting HDPE, which is considered a soft plastic right there. So we're going to click HDPE, 2 single flute because we're using an O flute, 1/4 inch diameter. And let's say we want to do a 1/2 inch pass depth. What's actually going to reduce the feed rate by 30% because you're cutting deeper than the diameter of the bit. But now you go 1/4 inch pass depth and boom. And you want to be really aggressive? Great. Let's say you're cutting that on a 3 horsepower spindle. Now it's going to spit you out a different feed rate right here. And so you can adjust up or down on these feed rates. And once again, it's just depending on your CNC, because there's never is a correct answer for all of this. There's just almost correct answers. That's the beauty of it. And so now you're using a router and you're cutting into hardwood with 1/8 inch bit, 2 flutes, 1/8 inch pass depth, and boom, it's going to spit you out what feeds and speeds you should be running right there. That quick. Now there's a big range, but anything in this range is good if your machine can handle it, right? If your machine can't handle it, then you need to be, let's say, right over here, 26% aggressive. So it's a really cool gadget. Once again, we're working out the kinks, so it's not live. And then for all my metric guys, you want to switch it over to metric, just push this little button right here, and now you have it as metric. And so now you can do your pass step to millimeters and go up, down, go all around. So it's really cool. It's something we've been working on. I'll do a full release on this, but y'all guys are the first ones seeing it in public live like this. So we'll release it in about a week. Any questions coming in for it? But yeah,
Hey, Ryan,
it's
I got
pretty
a question
cool.
for you. So, as someone who's
And just to give you an
responsible for a lot of-
example, let's just say I have my shop saber. I'm cutting hardwood with a 1/4 inch bit. Yes, I will go 300 inches a minute. I have gone 380 inches a minute. But I will also go, 163 inches a minute as well. So pass step won't be 6 inches, obviously. It's going to be 1/4 inch. But yeah. So that's what it is. Hope y'all enjoy that. Cool. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Put in my earbuds. Do I look cooler with earbuds? All right, let's get some questions over to Winston, and then we will do this drawing. What kind of question we got from Winston? No?
Anything?
I thought Winston does have a question.
Here. Got one.
Okay. Carbide Create Pro. So, documentation is actually something that's really hard because things are always changing. And me and the software team, like we've had long discussions about what's the best way to document stuff in a way that's beneficial for most people. So yes, there will be official documentation. And I kind of think the way we have our docs for machine assembly will kind of be a template for that. But if you have any strong opinions on what company you think does support really well, like for example, it could be like Adobe or Apple, feel free to let us know. And that'll kind of help guide us in how we decide to roll out a more comprehensive set of features. But the other part of that is like we just need to put out more videos to show people how it's done, just because sometimes some people are visual learners, and some of these features, it's just harder to kind of like learn when you're just reading like a paragraph. So we kind of need a balance of both. But if any of you have strong opinions on this, feel free to let us know. What got me into CNC? Okay, so my background is a mechanical engineer. I went to school in a small school called the College of New Jersey, where our machine shop had like a tiny little Roland CNC mill, like about yay big. And that was the extent of our hands-on experience. Like one lab for one class of make this thing that you hand-coded. Like we hand-coded G-code and we made like little keychains. And then later on when I went to grad school, I was like, I see all these YouTubers doing cool stuff. I want to make that, but I didn't grow up with a wood shop or anything. And my parents didn't really teach me these things. And so as an engineer, I was like, I know there's a robot like that can do it for me. And so I bought a Shapeoko 2. I think it was kind of in their Kickstarter phase. Got that, started making stuff, and started sharing videos of how I was making stuff as well. And those two kind of just like, there was a good community to help teach me and a community that I could help kind of return the favor for. And that's how I ended up where I am now. Oh boy.
Yeah, man. So I do want to say one thing, Winston. If you were a live stream engineer, this would have been a heck of a lot, smoother and easier if this would work. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So
Software is hard.
what we're gonna do now, since this has been a learning experience for us. So Winston, we're gonna have you introduce the Shapeoko 5.1, Shapeoko Pro 5.1, and then we'll do the drawing because we're at an hour on the live stream. Only wanted this to be around 35 minutes, and all these technical difficulties. Let's get it going. Give the people what they want, and once we draw, guys, I'm not gonna spruce it up any. You know me, I'm real with y'all. We're gonna draw. I'll take any other questions. Winston will take any other questions, and then we'll end about 10 minutes after the drawing. So Winston, if you want to introduce the Shapeoko 5.1, what they could be winning, do it, and then we'll do the giveaway, baby.
Okay, so this is the Shapeoko 5.1 Pro. This is kind of our flagship CNC router. It's not the beefiest one we have, that's the HDM, but this is the biggest size-wise that we offer. And it is very rigid, as you can see with the frame, but it's also full linear rails and ball screws on all axes. And we designed it, we pre-assemble a lot of it at our shop in Sterling, Illinois, so that you can assemble this in about 2 or 3 hours. The machine comes with all the software you need to run it, Carbide Create, Carbide Motion. Those are free to download and use right now and play around with. And they work completely offline. So if you're in a shop with bad Wi-Fi or you just hate the cloud, we've got you covered. And the machine comes with a what we like to think of as industry-leading 60-day mistakes are on us policy. So if, as you're learning the machine, you accidentally crash something, you break a bit, that's one of ours, we'll replace it for you. There's nothing on this that we can't set right. Our support team is based right here in this building in California, and it's a great machine to get started and a great machine to grow with. And yeah, so I'm excited to see who gets this and what you make with it.
Now, Winston, what's the value of what they're going to be winning? Out of curiosity, so we can hype it up a little bit more.
So the machine itself, depending on the size, but I'm assuming people want the big one, is 3,800. And the spindle kit, you're going to get the 65 millimeter VFD spindle that runs off 110 power. It's about 1.5 horsepower, is worth $750. So you're looking at mid 4,000s.
Boom. Yeah. So we're about to give away that CNC. I want to answer. Keith is asking for thicker BAMX. So Keith, it's not coming within the next 6 months. I'll tell you that much. Not coming yet. We got a lot of things we're trying to juggle. A lot of y'all guys are supporting us a lot, and so it's not coming yet. We got a lot of irons in the fire that I got to put out first. So it will come in the future, just not yet. So just to answer that question for you there, Keith. All right. Boom. So guys, this live stream is more of just trying to do this big giveaway. Not trying to make it too technical, just trying to, a lot of guys entered, never have owned a CNC. Some of y'all own it, want to upgrade it. And so we will do more technical live streams where we talk CNC a lot more. I can show you different things, run a CNC, but this one is not one of them. Like I said, it's supposed to be over in 35 minutes, technical difficulties causing us to, have it lag on a little bit. But before we draw, I just want to thank all of y'all who entered. It's really inspiring to see how many people have entered that want to work with their hands, want to work with the CNC, want to support, like everybody always gets into cahoots with, is it alt mill or is it Onefinity? Is it Shapeoko? At the end of the day, you just need to make stuff, right? And that's kind of our goal. I mean, that's Winston's goal. He's biased because, he works for Shapeoko, but he will tell you, and we talked before this, that like the best thing is just work. You get to work with your hands and your mind, and that's the most beautiful thing in the world. So it was just really inspiring and kind of lit a fire under my butt as we're doing this giveaway, having so many people not necessarily want a free thing, but like want to build. I think that was really cool, and that's what gets me going. Would you say the same for you as well, Winston?
Yeah, I mean, what got me started was just I wanted to make things, but as I grew and like the community coalesced around this kind of stuff, it's just humbling to see how many people want to be empowered to make their own stuff. And it's great for curiosity, for learning, but also starting a business and just the sky's the limit with this kind of stuff, and it's just cool to ride along with it.
Yeah, and I will say I like CNC more than 3D printing. It's just more gratifying for whatever reason. Like I don't know, the smell of sawdust in my nose or the black sawdust boogers. You know, I don't know what it is. You know, but woodworking to me, or you know, plastic's cool, but I love CNC over 3D printing like 10 times. Like I have a 3D printer. My CNCs get used much more. So, what would you say, Winston? You like 3D printing or CNCing more?
I would say 3D printing is convenient, but I'm with you. When you walk into a shop and it has a particular smell, there's just something familiar and comforting about that. So like depending on who's making what, like these days I can walk in here, smell like oak or maple, or I'll walk through the machine shop side where we make the Nomad desktop CNC and it smells like cutting fluid. It scratches that weird itch. And I think that's why there's like that joke product out there of like the WD-40 cologne, right? There's just something about something physical, tangible, heavy, that triggers all your senses, that makes for a great product and experience.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. So a lot of people are asking how many people actually entered. So there's 14,000 entries into this giveaway, but obviously not all 14,000 are individual entries. But I will say, because I don't have the exact number offhand, it was a lot more than you would imagine, right? It's more closer to 14,000 than you would think. So, I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of y'all guys entered this. And once again, that's just humbling to me, and I think it's really cool. So let's get this drawing underway. By the way, guys, I have been reading all y'all's pointers on the next live stream, which we will be doing. Yeah, we're going to get this fixed. We're going to get it worked out. Well, let's do it. Give us a like, guys, and let's do the drawing, baby. Let's see who wins a Shapeoko 5 Pro 5.1.
Sweet.
Let's get going, baby. It's exciting.
All right, guys, this is Charlie. I'm running the giveaway in the background, and we're using a tool called Giveaway Ninja. And I'm just going to do this live here. So it let me hit draw final winner the previous 2 times, but that's now disappeared. So I just extended the giveaway time a little bit, and I'm going to hit draw winner this way. And so you guys can see that we're doing it live. We're doing it here. So, Ryan, you want to count it down?
Yeah, man.
All right. Draw
Let's
winner.
go 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, this is exciting. I love this countdown stuff. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please work.
Nice. Shane Barge.
Shane Barge?
Shane Barge.
I think I know him. You kidding me? Let me see. Let me see if that's Charlie. Let's call him up. Let's call him up. Congratulations, Shane. Congratulations, Shane. We're gonna give him a phone call real quick.
Nice.
Let's see if we can. See if we can pop up his number. Or yeah, send me his number, Charlie.
I kind of
That
showed
is
your
so
email
cool.
address.
Congratulations,
but
Shane.
good with that.
I know it's Shane. And he's a subscriber. I'm just gonna see if it's him.
Hopefully Shane doesn't get
Cool,
spammed
yes.
that we leaked his email. So
Yeah, no. You guys, give me his number, Charlie. We're gonna call him up. Congratulations, Shane. Oh, he's calling me right now. It is him. Shane, you are on speakerphone, man. What do you think? Yeah, so you tell everybody on YouTube what are you gonna do with it?
Man, that is crazy. I was just telling my wife, I said, wouldn't that be something, man, if I won the Shapeoko?
Yeah, man. Congrats. What are you gonna do with it, man? You gonna run it? You gonna run it good? This is
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. You know it. I just bought all those new cutting board kits from you and the monthly kits. You gonna run it? You gonna run it good?
Oh man. Well, Shane, guys, if you I don't know Shane personally, but I know him, and he's came out to the shop once, and he lives a couple hours away from us, and it couldn't have went to a better person. I will say that. So it couldn't have went to a better person, and this, by the way, this is not rigged, obviously. Congratulations, Shane. That is so freaking cool. Shane, you have any last words for YouTube, man?
Man, thanks, Ryan, CIC crew, and Winston and Shapeoko.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, congratulations, Shane. We're going to wrap this up, man. But, man, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Guys, Shane won it. That is awesome. Wow. Wow. He's a really good guy. I'm glad he won. Yeah. I'm glad Shane won.
Seems like a good dude. Can't wait to see what he makes with it.
Oh, yeah. I'm really glad Shane won, guys. I love this stuff. Congrats to all who entered. This is really meaningful to me. Winston, thank you for being a part of this, man.
My pleasure.
Oh. Yeah. This is really cool. This is really cool, guys.
I agree.
Winston, do you have any words for Shane?
I mean, it seems like he's already really into it. He sounded excited on the phone. And look, we're all here for him if he needs any help, but I think he's going to be going on to some great things.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. It couldn't have went to a better person. And I'm glad. Once again, guys, I'm I talk crap about not to say talk crap, but I've done a video not talking the best about Shapeoko, but they really are a great company. And if you are looking to get your very first CNC, I do recommend going there. They're great. They're fantastic. They have the best training, best all around package. And I'm really excited for what they're doing. But and once again, guys, thank you all for being on this live stream, entering the giveaway, working with y'all's hands. It is really a blessing. Do we have any questions coming in? So we're gonna wrap this up in the next 5 minutes. So if we got any questions coming in for Winston or I, we'll do that and we'll wrap it up about 8:15, 8:20.
Sure.
So if we got any questions, let's do
rapid fire.
Fire them at us.
I'm going to move closer so I can watch the screen. AGC and fourth axis in the future of Carbide 3D. So officially, I can't report anything, but we are definitely aware of the demand, and it's something we're keeping in the back of our heads. How about I leave it at that? I saw that question pop up like a bunch of times on the, let's see. That's for you.
Yes, I will probably offer fully custom inlay kits, and we do right now, but you just have to order like 20 of them, right? And so that's the thing. We're coming out with a large size next year, so it'll probably be an 18 by 20, something like that. The problem with that is it gets so heavy to ship. But yeah, you can technically order custom size ones now. It just needs to be a decent amount of quantity for us to mess with.
Footprint of the Shapeoko 5/5.1. It basically fits on a 60 by 60 inch workbench, 5 by 5 feet for the largest one, and the full cutting area is 48 by 48 inches. The most technically complex project. So that's hard to say because I think the way I approach projects in my videos is I will pick something I don't really know everything about. Because if I knew how to make it, like I could basically write the video script in my head before I even started. So I like to pick projects that have a little bit of a curveball. So every project I'm learning a little bit of something, but the most difficult one and tricky one is probably trying to make an aluminum skateboard on a Shapeoko 3. Just from a machining perspective, like that was not the right machine for the job, and I put it through like 13 hours of just hard milling aluminum, and it shrieked, and my aunt, whose garage I was in, was very gracious in letting me do that. What other improvements does the 5.1 have? So the biggest, like, it's really just this. This is the foundation of all the changes that we made for the 5.1, which enables us to also offer a leg kit. But we couldn't make too many changes because we also wanted this to be backwards compatible. So the bolting pattern of the hybrid table and the y-axis, the positions are all exactly the same. So that's why we're able to beef up the machine and make this available for people going backwards. And then we added the vertical work holding options. So you can throw some clamps up there and do crazy dovetails or whatever people want to do. How powerful are the motors on the 5.1? So spindle-wise, we've got the trim router, we've got a 1.2 kilowatt, and we've got a 2.2 kilowatt water-cooled spindle. But you might be talking about the stepper motors, and I don't have specific torque figures for you, but those really don't tell the whole story. Like if you look at the specs on a car and you say, oh, what's the torque on that motor? That torque is certainly valuable information, but it also matters on the gearing. And so given that we have a ball screw with very good torque transmission or conversion to force, there is a video on YouTube of this machine with an 80mm spindle ripping through aluminum at like a cubic inch per minute. So the torque is good enough, I'll say. If you can push harder than that, God bless you. Let's see. Any chance of getting a dedicated screen attached to the Shapeoko 5 for the controller? So maybe. That's still something we're working on right now. But with this leg kit that you're getting a preview of, we are thinking about provisions for bolting on a monitor mount. And then from that, if you buy like an all-in-one PC, you could certainly put that up like about here, and then use that to run your machine. I use Windows Surface tablets, and I 3D printed my own mount to attach it to a Visa mount that you could put like any monitor on. So if you have that or a Fusion 5 tablet, I'm happy to share my files. Just send me a DM so that you can bolt on whatever tablet you want to the machine. What else we got?
And a lot of people say the giveaway was rigged. It was not rigged. I promise you. We're having too many technical difficulties with the live stream to even rig a giveaway. And people say I know the guy. Well, I know a lot of guys. So he's one of them that I don't know personally, but he's came to the shop and he's a really good guy. So yeah. So don't ever think I literally would not know how to rig it. You saw how Charlie drew it. I don't even want that rumor going around. So.
Yeah, he also had 68 entries just for those people that are saying that. So
yeah. So squash that. All right, we got any more questions real quick?
So you can already do macros in a sense. In Carbide Motion, there's a feature called, let me see if I can pull it up actually. But on the home screen, actually, my laptop's too far away. You can do, there's a bunch of presets to like initialize the machine to warm up the spindle, and there's a set one tab over for user built-in actions. And so like I've got one that'll set the 0 at the wasteboard, or if I'm using double-sided tape, it'll account for that. So you could do built-in macros that way, and those are saved with Carbide Motion.
Yep. Any more last questions?
I see a couple things about Z-height. The gantry clearance is officially like 4 inches, 4.5, but really it's like 4.7 inches. Don't hold that to us, but you could easily put a 4-inch workpiece under there, and you've got, I think, about 5 inches, 5.5 of Z travel. And with a spindle, you can move it up and down in the mount. So you can always position it such that your bit, however long it is, will be able to clear the workpiece.
Nope.
Anything else popping up? The thickest material you can run basically depends on your bit. If you can fit it under the gantry, it just comes down to how long a bit can you employ. And like a VFD spindle, like you could do a bit that sticks out 2 inches, 3 inches, any more than that, and it starts to get really sketchy. Just like if a bit breaks, I'd hate to see like a 3-inch long nail of carbide flying out at you. It starts to become a safety issue. But from a practical standpoint, it's just how long a bit do you dare run in your machine? That's how thick a piece of material you can cut through. And it'll just take a little longer if you use too long a bit, because then it starts to get really fragile and it wants to vibrate. So you're limited by practical constraints.
Yep.
Well,
yeah. Thank you for that. We do. You know, we make
that's
more.
The only way you can do it.
Yeah, we try really hard. I will say that's where I'm very aligned with Shapeoko. They do care. All right, guys. I don't want to stay any longer. Something else might screw up. But if you did like this live stream and want to see some in the future, definitely let us know. We're probably going to get a set made to be live on a CNC to be able to answer your questions. And so if you'd like Winston to come back on, let me know in the comments as well. Don't forget to give this a like. And we'll be doing another giveaway soon. And I really appreciate it. Winston, any last words, my man?
No, other than this was fun. Hopefully next time it'll be less stressful because we'll have all the kinks ironed out.
Yeah. We can only go up from here, guys. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate y'all watching Cutting It Close. And congratulations to Ryan Park for the bits. Psalm 105 or 05 for the walnut. And congratulations to Shane for winning the Shapeoko. Guys, really appreciate y'all. And until next time, always remember, if you ain't cutting it close, you ain't cutting it right. Boom! Nailed that, baby. Later, guys.